Hello there everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to yet another video, and it is time to talk about England's round of 16 game against Senegal in the FIFA World Cup for 2022. So, without any further ado, let's get straight into it. So, the Senegalese, they finished second in Group B, 6 points gained in their group. First place in that group was the Dutch. They'll be facing the US today. So by the time this video is out, they will have played the USA or will have been in the middle of playing the USA. Senegal, second in their group, a win over Qatar and a win against Ecuador on match day 3 to secure qualification out of Ecuador's hands and seal a round of 16 tie against England. The main talking point going into this tournament for Senegal was the fitness of talisman Sadio Mane. Mane got injured in a 6-0 drubbing of Schalke for Bayern Munich in the league, and he has now been deemed to be unfit for the tournament. He's not played the opening 3 games and doesn't look like he will be playing any further games anytime soon. So the likes of Ismaila Sarr, Bamba Dieng, Bouna Dia, Iliman Ndiaye, and obviously ex-Bristol City player Famara Diédhiou have all had to step up to the plate. The Senegalese have to be respected. They have some very high calibre players, a lot of players who play at top European clubs, including Chelsea, PSG, RB Leipzig, Real Betis, and quite a lot of players also in England and doing quite well for their clubs. Edouard Mendy, Kalidou Koulibaly, Iliman Ndiaye, Ismaila Sarr, Idrissa Gana Gueye, Pape Matar Sarr plays for Tottenham. So there is a lot of quality within that Senegalese side. But the only problem I have with them is when I watched them at the AFCON in 2021, even though they won the thing, they were incredibly defensive. And for a side that has so much attacking quality, at that point they had Sadio Mane, they should be trying to attack teams a bit more. They should have more confidence in themselves and try and go and win the game because they do have quality. And they also have the defensive cover at the back to make sure they don't concede high quality chances. So I just feel like that may be where Senegal's downfall might be, and somewhere England can go and target them. England then, pretty good on the whole so far in this tournament. 7 points in the group stages, 6 scored against Iran and 3 against Wales. A disappointing 0-0 draw against the USA, but I think we can safely say it's a bit of an anomalous result. It was a thumping of the Welsh. We were much better than them in most compartments and looked far the better side in every single department, actually. We completely controlled the midfield, which was a real disappointment in the game against the US, where McKennie and Adams and Musa were dominating us in that midfield areas. But like Jordan Henderson came in, Bellingham, Rice, really, really good against Joe Allen and Aaron Ramsey and Ethan Ampadu. They were really good. It's not probably the most sternest of tests. Wales did go out and crash out with just a single point, but it was an improvement, a massive improvement on the performance and the result against the USA. This game was probably expected in terms of Senegal, probably Ecuador actually, maybe going through in second place and England topping this group. I don't think we expected to finish second or the Netherlands to finish second in their group and play the Dutch in the round of 16. But this does set up a far more tricky route to the final. Probably if we beat the Senegalese, let's hope we are. I'm not disrespecting Senegalese, I'm just hypothetical decision. We beat the Senegalese and the favourite out of France and Poland win. We play the French in the quarterfinals, and that will be one tough game. So look, this is going to be a very tough test for Senegal, for us to play Senegal. They're a very good side. They have attacking quality, and I think they have a good balance between attack and defence. But that midfield area I think we have to control that again and make sure we're much better than Idrissa Gana Gueye, Pape Gueye and Anthony Mendy in there, and really put Senegal on the back foot. The only news coming out of the England camp is that Ben White has gone home due to personal reasons, so we hope he's all okay because he's a very good player, but we're unlikely to see him for the rest of the tournament, so we hope he's okay. So only 25 men are available to England at the moment, but I think we should be okay in that department. In terms of changes I'd make, I don't think I'd make any. I think if we're going to control Idrissa Gana Gueye, who is their best midfielder, and Pape Gueye and Anthony Mendy, who are county operators in the midfield for Senegal, we're going to have to put Jordan Henderson in there and make sure we're making it a 3 and really just neutralising them and overrunning them in midfield. And I think once we get Henderson alongside Bellingham and Rice and getting to know them quite well, I do think he'll go with a 3 of that against the French if they do go through. But I'd reckon I'd stick with the same team. I'd keep Trippier in as well. I wouldn't risk Kyle Walker, because if we do go to 5 at the back against the French, which is also incredibly likely, Kyle Walker is a perfect right centre back, isn't he? Or as an option, and probably the only fullback who can deal with Kylian Mbappe in terms of pace. So that is the team I'd go with. So with 4, Pickford, Trippier, Stones and Maguire, Shaw, Henderson, Rice, Bellingham, Kane, Foden, and I can't remember the other one now. Which is a bit unprofessional, isn't it? But I reckon we should be fine in this game. This is a game I expect to win, and I expect us to quite comfortably win and have no real troubles. Fingers crossed. This is England, you never know. You never know. We like to make things a bit tricky for ourselves. I'm going to go for a 2-0 England win. I think that's sensible. I don't think we'll absolutely destroy them. I think it'll be a good professional performance and just get the result over the line. Not saying the Senegal will be an easy test. Absolutely not. They have some very good players who are performing well in our league, which is, an absolute credit to them. So they are going to be an absolute stern test for us. We're going to have to make sure we break that defensive wall of the Senegalese. And, Gareth Southgate is going to have to get a few decisions right against Aliou Cissé in the game as well, because that's where we've been a bit lacking in the Southgate era. So that I'm going to go for England 2, Senegal 0. Let me know your predictions down in the comment section below. If you have any, if you're going to make any changes, let me know. I wouldn't make any personally for me. Let me know down in the comment section below what your thoughts are on the game. But until then, keep safe, and I'll catch you all later, and enjoy the Americans against the Dutch.